Kling 3.0 just dropped, and it takes AI video generation to a more cinematic and structured level. In this video, I'll demonstrate how Kling 3.0 works inside Higgsfield and walk you through the full process of creating a cinematic video step by step. Let's jump into Higgsfield and take a look at how Kling 3.0 actually works in practice. After going to the website, we register using our email. After that, we get to the main Higgsfield screen, where we see the new Kling 3.0 feature in the top left. Let's try it out, and I'll fully show how to use it correctly. The first setting is Style. We choose General, because it fits best for all types of videos. Next, as you can see, there is a start frame and an end frame. Optionally, you can upload 2 images and create a 15-second transition. For example, the start frame can show a person shooting a bow, and the end frame can be a close-up of the arrow flying and hitting the target. Moving on, we'll use the multi-shot function a bit later, but in my personal opinion, this is the coolest feature because it allows you to create multiple shots within a single video. It works very simply. You create 5 prompts, and together they form a 15-second video without needing to create a separate storyboard. We'll come back to multi-shot later. For now, let's create a single continuous video. I paste in a prompt that I prepared earlier. Come up with any storyline for your own video. Here, you can disable the audio or leave it on. I'll keep the audio enabled. Next, there is another very interesting feature called Elements. We click on it, and here you can add different elements to your video. For example, an object, a person, or a custom location. We click Create New Element. Upload a person or an object that will appear in the video. I uploaded a regular young guy. We give the element a name and write a short description of what it will do. Then I upload a location where the scene will take place. This way, you can create and save your own elements and reuse them across different videos. After everything is set up, we click Generate, and the element is applied to the video. It's important to reference your created elements directly in the prompt. This helps achieve better consistency in the animation. The selected model is, of course, Kling 3.0. Next is Duration. This is especially interesting because now you can use not 10, but 15 seconds. So we set it to 15. You can choose any resolution you want, 16:9, 1:1, or 9:16. The output quality can be 1080p or 720p, whatever you prefer. After that, we click Generate. This is the basic workflow for creating a single 15-second video. Here are some example results that demonstrate what can be generated with Kling 3.0 and the types of videos it can produce. Now let's move on to the multi-shot function and see how it works. We enable multi-shot, and first we need to come up with 5 prompts for 5 different shots. Create your own unique scenario and split it into 5 prompts. For example, imagine a simple driving scene. In the first shot, we establish the scene with a wide view of a person driving the car. This sets the context and shows what's happening overall. In the second shot, we switch to a close-up. For example, the driver shifting gears. This adds detail and makes the scene feel more dynamic. In the third shot, we might show the road ahead from the driver's perspective, creating a sense of motion and direction. The key idea is to think in shots, not in a single long prompt. Each prompt represents one moment or camera angle, and together they form a coherent sequence. By splitting your idea into multiple simple prompts like this, you can build a structured cinematic flow without manually storyboarding every frame. Personally, this is the feature I like the most because it's something I've wanted for a long time. I'd be happy to hear your opinion on it. Here I ended up with 5 prompts. For the first prompt, I'll add the element I already created and saved, and now it appears directly in the prompt. We choose a 16:9 resolution, and the total duration will be 15 seconds, since there are 5 shots. Then we click Generate. This is a very simple setup, nothing complicated. To show the output quality, here's an official example of a multi-shot result. This is how clean and cinematic the shots can look, and it already feels like the beginning of a movie. What do you think? Let me share a few common mistakes people make when generating videos with Kling 3.0 and how to get cleaner, more consistent results. The first mistake is trying to put too much information into a single prompt. Instead of describing everything at once, it's better to keep each prompt focused and specific. This is especially important when working with multi-shot, where each prompt represents a separate shot. The second mistake is not thinking in terms of camera movement. If you want a cinematic result, it helps to describe the camera. For example, a slow push-in, a tracking shot, or a close-up. Simple camera instructions often make a big difference in how professional the result feels. Another common issue is inconsistency between shots. To avoid this, try to keep character descriptions, locations, and key elements consistent across all prompts. Using elements is especially helpful here, because it locks in important visual details. Audio settings are also often overlooked. If your scene doesn't need dialogue, disabling audio can sometimes lead to cleaner visual results. And when audio is enabled, it's better to keep it simple and intentional. Finally, don't rush the setup. Taking a few extra seconds to check your prompts, duration, and aspect ratio can significantly improve the final output. By avoiding these common mistakes and keeping your prompts structured, Kling 3.0 becomes much easier to control and the results feel far more cinematic. I want to briefly mention Kling 3.0 Omni. Omni is part of the Kling 3.0 ecosystem inside Higgsfield, but it's focused on a slightly different use case. While the standard Kling 3.0 model is great for structured cinematic multi-shot sequences, Omni puts more emphasis on reference accuracy and character expression. This can be especially useful for close-ups, character-focused scenes, and situations where consistency and facial detail matter more than complex shot structure. The workflow itself remains familiar. You still work with prompts, references, duration, and resolution, but Omni prioritizes fidelity and expressive performance. Overall, Kling 3.0 works well for cinematic sequences and multi-shot storytelling, while Omni can be a strong option for character-driven scenes within the same platform. Both options follow the same core workflow inside Higgsfield, so switching between them doesn't require learning a new interface. This makes it easy to choose the right model depending on the type of scene you want to create, whether it's focused on structure, pacing, or character detail. In practice, it's less about one being better than the other, and more about selecting the right tool for your specific creative goal. That's it for this walkthrough of Kling 3.0 inside Higgsfield. I hope this overview helped you understand the workflow, the settings, and how to approach cleaner, more cinematic results. If you want to explore Kling 3.0 further, I've left all the relevant links in the description. Feel free to check them out at your own pace. Thanks for watching, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.